Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 200th episode of the LTG Show, everybody. You hear that? Yeah. Woo. Yeah, great. Wait, that wasn't big enough here. Let's try it again. Yeah, come on. There we go. Yeah, let's party it up. There we go. Yeah, woo. There it is. We hit 200, everybody.
I was going to say, we are missing the bubbly. To the left.
The bubbly? Wait. We're not missing bubbly. Tony, do you have your bubbly?
I've got water.
Yeah.
I don't know how bubble. There's water bubbles.
Andrew, you got bubbly? You got bubbly tonight?
I got something carbonated.
All right, cool. And
so I guess that counts.
The only person celebrating correctly with an unknown brown bottle full of a liquid. Ooh. Yeah, I actually will happily say what this is because this is a local company, Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
I'm actually enjoying a little something. They're actually brewed up not too far from here, like about 5-10 minutes, and even have this awesome brewery in the back where they have just... Anyway, this is the LTG Show. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Let me start off the show with the usual information, like my name, which is Sean Wilburn.
I'm Tony Hannity's.
And I'm Andrew Lee.
And we're here to talk technology and really just have a little fun tonight. So we are the podcast for the website LazyTechGuys.com. That is a website where you can go to get tech news, well, some tech news, mainly editorials, reviews, and gaming news. Ooh, actually rhymed. All right, so if you would like to reach us or contact us, you can actually email us at comments@LazyTechGuys.com, or you can give us a call at area code 707-722-5299. Now, for all of you lucky folks out there who happen to be up at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday night Pacific Standard Time, guess what? We are live on the Google Hangouts, and you can actually join us in conversation on our Q&A. And right off the bat, started, hey, look at that. Right off the bat, before we even started, we even have a question from the Q&A, and Tony, you answer that question. How does it feel to be old?
How does it feel to be how does it feel old to be 200 today? You know, a number is just a number. What did I say, Sean? It was so profound earlier.
It's just awesome.
No, you know what? It's great to be with these guys. I joined Lazy Tech Guys. I want to say back in 2011, just the edge of 2010, and haven't looked back since. So it's thank you very much to everybody who's watched and joined along on the website, the podcast, and everything. All of the guests that we've had, and all of the other people that have helped us along the way, including the other network over at Twit. So, yeah. What about you guys?
Andrew, you're the newbie here.
Newbie.
Yeah, you don't have any facial hair. That's how you feel. Like
well, all I can say is it's pretty exciting. I mean, I've been, joined up shortly after you did, Tony? About maybe a year after or so?
About a year after.
So, I mean, it's been a wild ride. I mean, learning experience, pretty much a whole new world. But, no, in all honesty, I mean, I learned so much and pretty much seen so many different sites that people could only imagine. So, I mean, just glad to experience it with all you guys.
We took him to a magical place called E3.
Oh, man.
He's never looked back since.
I don't know the places you went to, but I wasn't part of any of that. I'll tell you that. I'm sorry.
Ironically, Sean was also there, but not as magical. We took him on a different type of journey.
Yeah, also my computer breaking down.
It was called Hell Week for Sean.
No, it was great. Actually, E3 was great. Anyway, cool.
Bruce says, "Congrats on 200." Thank you, Bruce.
Well, Bruce, thank you very much for also being a weekly joiner and a viewer of the show, and also my show that I do on a weekday. So yeah, thank you very much, Bruce.
And I'm the old man of the group. See these gray hairs? See these things? Yeah, it means distinguished. It feels it actually feels great to be 200. And you know what? I have to say this much. I have probably been on a good portion of every last one of these episodes, because I've recorded almost all the early ones. I know I missed a couple here and there.
Yeah.
Go to vacations, but yeah, man, I don't know what number I'm on. I have to have been on like 160 to 165 of them at least.
I would love to see if we could, like, what was your favorite episode kind of thing, or like what was the most memorable episode for you. Well, we've done obviously 200 and then some because we kind of messed up on all the counting in the beginning. I mean, that was pre-me. You guys kind of messed up on the counting for a little bit. And then I came along and I helped you count because apparently, 30-year-olds can't count. But yeah, no, if I may, no, one of my favorite episodes actually was when we all did the show in person at our old office. Andrew, this was pre you, but we had the office. This was before your time. There was a land before your time. But we had an office very close to where you live now, and I think it was like at 10 o'clock at night. We're like, let's all meet up. And this was before Google Hangouts. We recorded it and then put it on. We recorded it. We didn't have to do it over Skype or anything. And I checked out the BlackBerry playbook. I mean, so if that dates anything, that gives you an example of how old that particular episode was. But it was definitely a very different, kind of feeling. Like it's like I can actually punch you if I didn't like what you had to say, and vice versa. But hopefully we can do something like that again. I know we have some really awesome plans in the future, but hopefully we'll get to that sooner than later.
Yeah, I agree. That was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'll say that my problem is, I have too many good memories, but my favorite ones are always the arguing with Rad moments when he's arguing the same point I argued.
Right.
And
You're
pretty
wrong.
much I said, dude, I'm saying the same thing you are. No, you're not. You're saying the same thing. And I'm just like, oh, God. Those are so much. And then to the point where I get to the point where I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to poke for fun of them. Come on. Let's keep on going. See how far I can push them. No, actually, it's a lot of fun. I actually liked it when we did all like the different podcasts. Like, hopefully, we get a chance to do another gaming podcast, Andrew. That way, so we can get deep down and pure geekdom. And you guys, if everybody, since Tony has that hat on, you don't see it, but his hat says geek on it.
Here it is. There you go. See, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Shah, are we announcing the thing now, or are we waiting later?
We are. We're going to talk about it now. Because guess what, folks? We got a lot to do. We're not just going to hang out and talk about how great and just give ourselves, like, what is it, back rubs and stuff. We're going to go ahead and...
Wait, we get back rubs?
Wait,
I want the back rub.
Actually, no, I don't know. I don't like the sound of that.
Well, no. Who's giving the back rub?
See?
You know what? I'll say this much. Andrew... Hey, Alejandro, how you doing? Thanks a lot for joining us from Costa Rica, man. That's fantastic.
Woo!
Hey,
oh,
how you doing?
man.
Alejandro.
All right, so this is what we got for topics today. We're going to, first off, guys, there's a giveaway coming up.
Oh, my God, there's a giveaway.
We're going to be giving something away.
We are giving away a...
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about what we're giving away in a minute. And it's something big. It's something huge.
It rhymes with panda.
Oh my God, this is too much.
What?
This is too much. No, don't give him any more. Don't give him any more. Let's keep it simple. But we do have topics. We do have tech, because this is a tech podcast. And what we're going to talk about is a couple things. One, we're going to follow up a little bit with the little Comcast customer service call issue that had happened last week. The one that
Call from hell.
Yeah, the call from hell. It's what it's being dubbed at. It's pretty funny. We also going to talk a little bit about, Tony is going to give us a rundown about what's going on with Apple, this little back door that has been discovered, and their standpoint, and how they're saying they're not giving data to NSA and what's going on there. They also had an earnings call. We'll talk a little bit about that. If we, I'm looking for the information, but if we get the Microsoft one, we'll try to get that in there too. But we're also going to talk about a big thing with Microsoft, which is the talk that they might merge separate versions of Windows into one unified system. Calm down, everybody. Yes, you heard me correctly. Calm down, everybody. But we'll talk about what they really mean before everybody gets too excited. Give some video game news. And we'll talk a little about the launch of Amazon Wallet and the Amazon Fire Phone. All right. Now that we talked all about that and we are ready to get started, should we give away the thing or should we? No, let's give away. Let's get ready to do the giveaway. Tony, what do we got today?
All right. That was an end of show. Bye, guys. See you later. Okay, so here's the deal. Destiny is now available today, but only if you have the beta code.
What?
Guess who's got an extra beta code and
What?
2 thumbs?
What?
This guy.
What?
So we've
Uh,
got a beta code. Now, this
I
beta
like
code is specific to the Xbox. So if you've got PlayStation or
Xbox.
yeah,
Xbox One.
and 360,
Okay,
it works on both.
Thank you.
No, I could be wrong. I don't even know if Destiny works on 360 or not. But all I know is this code works on Microsoft Xbox one of two. One of two.
Oh my god.
So, anyways, we're trying to figure out how to give this away because we don't want to make it a whole drawn-out thing. We want to do the giveaway very quickly, and instead of talking about it, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you guys get creative, and throughout the whole show tonight, if you go on our Facebook, Lazy Tech Guys, or our Google Plus here is kind of how you found us, Lazy Tech Guys. There's gonna be a picture, and the picture is gonna look exactly like this. This is Sundar Pichai in the middle there, Hillary Clinton, and then Jonathan Rosenberg, who's another Googler, and caption it. Caption it, or if you want, go ball to the wall and say, put it in Photoshop and do something funny with it. I don't know, like do something creative with the photo that you think that would merit a free beta code to Destiny. Now, I don't mean the video game, not Destiny of Life. So yeah, as of here's what we're doing. As of right now, that picture is being shared on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Now, here's the thing. Other people that are following us on these social networks, they might not even know that the show is going on, but they'll see this, and they'll be like, oh, shoot, yeah, of course I'm going to caption it. So start now. Do whatever you need to do and start captioning, and just put it in the link below. If it's on Twitter, just RT it with your caption, or just like reply to us with your caption. And hopefully by the end of this, 12:30 or 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll have a winner.
11:55.
11:55. Okay. We'll keep it. We'll keep it on the 22nd of July in our hemisphere. But yeah, there you go. And go.
Excellent. All right. Now
Tech news time.
Checking out, thinking about captioning and breaking out their Photoshops and putting funny heads on funny faces and all that. Let's actually get down and dirty and talk a little bit about something that has absolutely nothing to do with any of the topics that we talk about. But I just want to bring this up. So right before we got to the show, I actually noticed a sale. This is a sale for the PlayStation 3 and 8 for PlayStation Plus members. And I don't know what it's called, but all I know is they have Injustice God Among Us, I believe, for $8.40. And they have DC Universe Online for $4.30.
That's pretty substantial. Yeah. That's like a Steam sale.
That's a great sale.
Yeah. So
how much does it cost to be a Plus member?
I don't know. It's that yearly. I know it's for $50 a year. I don't know what it is for a short time. But yeah, I don't know. If any guys out there, if you're watching this, they were using this for a couple days, and yes, I just blew $21 on two fight. Oh, and they have Batman Arkham Origins, which is the last Batman game. That's also $8.40.
Well,
exactly. Yeah.
To answer your question,
yes,
it's $50 for a 12-month.
There you go.
At Best Buy, and it's about $18 for a 3-month. So
there you go. Anyone out there, if you're a Plus member, FYI, go ahead and grab that. I think it only runs for a couple days, so if you're watching this a week late, it's probably too late for you. But if you're watching this on the first or second day, then go ahead and check that out. But anyway, all right, let's talk about follow-up to the Comcast admitting that their policies were responsible for the customer harassment. What customer harassment are we speaking of? Well, of course, we're talking about the call from last week. This is the call between Ryan Block unfortunately, it sucks. By the way, it sucks. He's kind of upset how popular this has got because this has made it to like national news, and I heard that Letterman it made it that far. So yeah. He's kind of going on the down low here. But
it's his own fault for putting it out on Google Plus, man.
Well, the problem is it resonated with actually. Well, so real fast, I was watching a show that I know at least one person who watches here does watches Tech This Week in Tech, and Leo Laporte himself was kind of bringing this point up of how Ryan's kind of going on the down low, and even I mean it's even though he was trying to do something right, that call resonated with a lot of people, and that's kind of why it took off, and unfortunately. That's what they make things go viral when it resonates with a lot of people and they share it or they not. But anyway, well, what they were saying is that the reason why was that most likely the guy who was on the call was being financially compensated for keeping customers, and since they were just going to cancel and it was on his watch, he really didn't want to lose any money, so that's why he was fighting this.
And that's what I basically said last week was, they will fight tooth and nail not to lose a customer.
Yeah.
I've seen it, I've heard it, there's bonuses involved quarterly, annually, and it could have been this guy could have gone for like a complete win streak, and this would have been like the one bad one. He did not want to have that ding.
Yeah. And what's partially it's another interesting thing about it was I guess if you cancel in the store is different. I guess different from canceling over the phone, and I guess Laporte himself mentioned that in the phone call he did say, "Why don't you go to the store and do it? Why don't you go to the store and do it?" Because he did not want to have that on his call. So yeah, but Comcast has admitted that their policies and the way they try to keep customer retention is responsible. And, hopefully they'll see this as a means to change how that works. Maybe just give the people salaried or just find a different way of compensating them so that they don't lose customers or they don't make bonuses in this way, or just that it just works better overall. So
no, they're not going to stop doing that. What they need to do.
Hopefully, I was thinking. But,
yeah.
I'm in dream world here, dude.
And pigs fly. No.
All right, tell me back to reality. What do we got?
Well, basically what's going to happen is they're going to continue doing what they're doing right now, but they're going to put in some sort of fail-safe wherein that after a certain time, maybe you pull another manager into the fray, or something to that effect, where maybe like a second opinion on the situation might calm you down. Maybe I hate to say it, but sometimes a voice of the opposite sex can help. A nice woman or a really nice man who's like, "Hey, how you doing, miss? What's going on?" It's kind of the Dr. Phil syndrome. You're like, "Oh, this guy seems like he cares about me. Maybe he'll hear my plight, or maybe he'll just want to hit the cancel button and we'll be done with it." But it's kind of like, have you ever been to a sales meeting for timeshares? It's the same thing. You're gonna go through the whole spiel of getting the sales rep, the manager, and the other supervisors involved. If you say no, you say, I just want to get the free trip. Well, no, we get that, but why don't you want to sign it for the timeshare? Because I don't have money. How does that make you feel? You don't, So that's Sean, Andrew. We've all been in sales, but this is way more aggressive than I've ever felt comfortable in sales, which is probably why, personally, on an anecdotal note, I haven't excelled to the echelons of salesmanship, because I just don't feel like the type of person to push someone down that rabbit hole. But like I said, they might put something in the terms and conditions and policies that they're going to have some sort of mediator step in or something else, but they're not going to stop what they're doing. They can't.
Okay. We will review our training programs. We will refresh our managers on coaching for quality, and we will take a look at our incentives to ensure that we are rewarding employees for the right behaviors.
I'm surprised Comcast hasn't come forward and said, okay, maybe we were in the wrong, but by the way, it was, I know this is not a legal thing, but is it illegal? Is it legal in California to record a call even if even if they're recording it?
I don't know, but I'll say this much: if it is illegal, that makes no sense, because if one party can record it, both parties should be able to record it. But hey,
that's true.
I don't know that part. I'm not sure.
I just want to answer this question to Kilgore. I was basically using the Google Plus Hangout Google Effects app to put the to put the hat on. There's my hat. There's my tiara because I'm so pretty. Okay, moving on. What? I'm pretty. What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Pretty.
That's what I thought. Let's move on to Apple. What's going on, Sean?
Real quick. No, I was just gonna say, but that they are saying they're gonna look at it. Like I said, I would hope that they would find a different way of financially benefiting them, so that they don't find this way. And of course, most of all, I mean, I don't know, there's got to be a different way you can do so. You have the right people in the position. They just have to know when to say no, and knowing that it is better just to lose customer A instantly, because at least they won't badmouth you, and you'll lose more customers in the long run. Just trying to hold on to that one just makes everything worse for everybody, and in case for them, yeah. Oh, God, if Amazon competed, I don't even want to get into that. Anyway, Apple.
Apple.
Tony, this is huge. I heard, is it true that Apple is just giving data away to the NSA like it's nothing? Is that true?
Yeah, no.
I know,
say it ain't so.
I know that you can imagine how rumors are a thing, but there's been some rumors going around, or some word going around, and I think you're going to do a great job of explaining all of it. So.
I kind of went into depth yesterday on Tony's Tech Talk, probably not as refined as I wanted to, but essentially a security analyst who's worked as a consultant for law enforcement, he's also a forensic scientist, was on stage at a convention in New York called the HopeX conference. And essentially he said, there's a lot of ways that these governments can get a hold of your information, including devices that you use every single day, like your iPhone or your iPod. And what he said, there's not really a term or a project name for this, but he said that in the iOS software, there's this back door, essentially, that only Apple can access. And if Apple so chooses to, at any given point, they can say, oh, look, Sean's iPhone is turned on, the screen is on, it's unlocked, and it's plugged into the computer. Let's just go ahead and take all this information. Now, he did state in the conference, Apple's probably not doing anything with this info. Pretty much when it comes to working with law enforcement, all the major operating systems and people that that gather your information do work with law enforcement. If you're a fugitive on the run and you have an Android phone, best believe Google is going to help track you for the FBI. But this thing that Apple has is an unnamed backdoor. Like, no one ever knew about this until now. And it's basically Jonathan Zadarsky is what his name is. He basically said, look, you can have it there. Just explain to me why it's there, when you put it there, and if I can even opt out of it. And essentially what Apple said today was like, look, it's there, and it's there for, being able to gather the information should we need to in need of emergency or things like that. But we're not selling your stuff. We're not only are we not selling it, we're also not giving it away to government agencies such as the NSA, FBI, CIA, and things of that nature. So I don't know. You can take that for what it's worth, but Apple themselves basically said, this is not. We're not doing anything nefarious. We're not doing anything under the table. All of your data is very secure. Just don't be a jerk about it and try to break the law and run, because we're gonna help. We're gonna help them find you. Just it is. But what do you guys think? I mean, should have Apple been upfront about it? Because if they were upfront about it, say, hey, this is iOS 7. It's got all these new pastel colors. It does this. It does that. And in the event that we need to track you for emergency purposes, we have a way that only us can track you as long as the phone is plugged into the USB connection of a computer and the pairing is on.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of it being a backdoor?
Well, but only they can access it. So only they have the key to the back door.
All right, well...
I mean, Google, for example, is basically... We all know Google is tracking you all the time. You allow them to. And it's, in a sense, kind of implied that if they're going... if they need to get your information, they're going to get it. Apple has this kind of, and as I said yesterday, has this kind of ethereal
Nonchalant.
experience. Well, not nonchalant, but they have this where I don't want to sound like I'm against them, but they make it sound like they have this big security. There's no viruses on Mac OS, OS 10. You don't have the malware issues that you have on Android if you go to iOS, and you're so much safer with us. But then there's this, and it's not like the Russian hit mob is going to be able to get into there, or like some Chechnyan rebels are going to be able to get all your information and resell it onto the black market. It's not. It's just Apple and those guys in the Apple labs that say, okay, we need to search Sean because he's running across the border and he, blah blah blah. So boom. But we never knew that they could do that. I mean, to a certain degree, any company can do that, but it just there needs to, in my opinion, there should be a little bit more transparency. And the fact that Apple came out a day later is good. They didn't wait too long. Because if they waited too long, we would have been like, where's Apple and their comeback? They only waited a day to have like a press release responding to this.
Well, I think there might be a second part to that. Another reason why they jumped at this. Didn't they just work out a deal with IBM, with Enterprise, and knowing that there's a backdoor to some other thing?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would be a very, very bad thing to do, and Apple's like, whoa, no, not true whatsoever.
Yeah, IBM's like, wait, what do you mean? What about security? No, we're good. No, don't listen to that guy.
I was gonna say. So you suppose it might have been just to kind of prevent some type of panic attack from people reacting to it?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I think it's more not really for the public. I think it's more for IBM. I actually really do think that the day after you announce that this guy comes out or this really blows up, it's kind of like whoa, no, hey, we're good. Deal's fine. Don't worry about it. Not true. Let's do business. It's okay. There's billions of dollars at stake between those two companies. They're not going to screw that up. Hey, check it out. The guy's asking if there's another way that we can caption the photo if we don't have Facebook. How about, what do you say, right here in this very own Q&A? Or Google Plus?
I don't have any objections to it. I think that might be a good idea.
Well, I mean, Ariel, the fact that you're on Google Plus now, you could go to our Google Plus page and caption it there.
There you go. All right. Make it happen.
Yeah. So just go onto our Google Plus page and then do it there. If you still can't do it there, then you can put it here too. That's fine.
All right.
I'd rather it be on underneath the photo so we can document it easily.
And
we're gonna document you and then sell that photo caption to the NSA. Boom! There you go. Gotcha.
Secret.
Terrible.
Now we're going to do the same thing that all people do. The minute you tell them what they're really going to do, we're going to go ahead and change direction by presenting to you an ad. And now with this ad, you can go ahead and, enjoy quite a cool audiobook service. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to take a break. Thank our sponsor. And then after that, we're going to talk about the Microsoft earnings call. We're going to talk a little about the Apple's earnings call. We're going to talk a little bit about Microsoft merging Windows, video games, and Amazon new products and services. So before we do that, let's thank Audible.com for being a sponsor. Audible.com is an audiobook service that allows us to simply enjoy books in a new way. What that means is, we get to listen to books and listen to them. It's like almost being told a story and enjoying it in a much more audible way rather than, reading a book and sitting down with it. It's actually very, very inspirational and actually does a great job of telling the story, of getting you into it. It actually allows us to be more productive in our day. So if we spend a lot of time running, I know Tony and I ourselves, we do a lot of we try to run at least once or twice a day. Once a day or a couple times a week. Well, this allows us to be able to listen to a book and then actually enjoy it and still be enthralled by the great story while staying busy, while getting things done. Then also, if you commute a lot, this allows you to enjoy books. And we're not talking about a few books. We're talking about over 150,000. We're talking about newest releases, bestsellers. We're talking about all the different things that your friends can recommend are going to be on here, and they're going to be read by professionals. They're going to sound fantastic, and you'll get a great telling of the stories. And most important of all, they works along with other features that they use, like WhisperSync, which syncs up digital books and audiobooks together. It's actually a really, really good setup. So we want you to use this URL here, and use this URL. You get 30 days to check out their servers, and within this 30 days, you even get a free book. Heh, free stuff. You gotta love that. So the URL is audibletrial.com/lazy. Once again, audibletrial.com/lazy. Go ahead, sign up, and enjoy your free book. Check out the service, and save money on future books and enjoy free books every month. It's actually really, really cool. So audibletrial.com/lazy. All right. Now let's talk about money here. So Apple apparently posted a little bit of profit here recently. Let's see here. Let's see how Apple performed on their latest earnings call. So they apparently did right about what they themselves expected. They were shooting for a good earnings thing, and they ended up right in the middle. Wall Street, of course, was looking for a little bit extra growth, but they said they fell short of that. But then it's Wall Street, so it seems like everyone is always sometimes falling short of growth on that stuff. But pretty impressive. They said they sold 35.2 million iPhones, accounting for 19.75 billion in revenue. And that's for the quarter.
Yeah, but iPads were down.
Yeah, okay. Can we just talk about that they sold 35 million iPhones in 3 months?
Okay, I gotta be the ass and say, okay, how many Android devices were sold in 3 months? Same. If we're going, operating system to operating system.
Same.
Thanks, Tony.
Same. Have you been watching Arrested Development, man, here? Same. I mean, seriously. No. Damn, Tony. You drink the Haterade, put it away, bro. Come on, chill out a little bit.
Hey, man, I loved my iPad.
Yeah. All right.
Stating facts, that's all I'm saying.
Well, either way, Apple did as they expected, which is good. And, well, pretty soon we're going to have new products. So, I mean, is this going to be another, what do you think, Tony? Do you think this is going to be another big year for Apple, like some kind of big thing, or is this going to be another year like last year where everybody's going to be like,
So, I mean, just like how the first quarter of each year is kind of, there's a lull, this year specifically there's a lull before the fall, because it seems that everybody is kind of waiting, although they sold a ton of iPhones. And don't get me wrong, it is a ton of iPhones.
35 million.
Yeah, right. That's more than I could ever sell.
I mean,
but the fact of the matter is,
sold that many? I'm just kidding.
the fact I've only sold 1/3 of that. No, I'm kidding. The fact of the matter is, we know that Apple. Okay, we know, but we've seen rumors and leaks and other things and screenshots that Apple is going to release another iPhone 6 or possibly 2 iPhones in the fall, a 4.7-inch screen and then a 5.5-inch screen. Then also, just like every other year, is going to come out with another iPad, an iPad mini. And so the fact that specifically iPads are down, it's a possibility that the people that are looking at iPads are also looking into, and Sean, I know you hate this word,
No.
phablets.
You really, bro.
No.
They're possibly looking into phablets, and the fact is,
Until Oxford accepts that word, I am done. I am so.
wait. So you accept the word selfie?
How can you not? I'm sorry. Oxford accepted it. We gotta accept it. It's accepted.
So going back,
yes. Wow. Only iPhones. Yes, I'm with you on that one here. As one of the responses. Yes.
what was the question? Oh,
It's a comment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I saying? Selfies and phablets. See,
Yeah,
selfies and phablets, they just go together. They just, hey. What's up?
No.
We're maybe moving into that market.
Come on, Andrew, you and me. Hey.
No, I'm abolishing that.
Why?
I don't know.
Andrew, that's why you and I hang. That's why we chill, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, John. Hey.
All right. So
The other thing too, and you mentioned this deal earlier, the IBM Apple deal is going to be huge, and as long as they get this whole security thing out of the way, the fact is, people in the enterprise want to use iOS. I mean, that's we've already seen that in the whole new bring your own device program. People are bringing their device, and it's an iPhone, it's an iPad, and the enterprise people are saying we don't have anything to support this. Now with IBM, they do. So I think this is there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel, and the tunnel is not that long. It's coming up fairly quickly, and before we know it, we're going to have a bunch of new mobile devices from Apple, possibly even an iWatch, because we've seen that there was a 2011 patent filing that was officially and finally approved today, and in one of the files, it was coined as iTime. And it basically says everything that we think their iWatch is going to do, and it's like, okay, this is happening. So that's also something that might help their earnings and other drops that they've had today. So,
iTime.
Hey, I don't make up the news. I just read what I see and say, hey, this is what Sean would love, and I say it, and then you just smash me in the face.
Andrew, you ready for get your iTime, bro?
Oh God.
I don't know. It sounds kind of silly. Sorry.
Well, okay, so if they're going to do iTime, what is the other one? Is it really going to be iTV? Is that really where they're going to go with it? It's not going to be called Apple TV? Is it going to be called
God.
iTV?
I don't no reason for them to do an Apple TV. It's so stupid. It's the same reason. Oh,
Hey, Tony,
We're making Tony's brain explode.
no, it's not being exploded. It's just I've had so many conversations just going round and round, and even with Sean, you've been in the conversations. Like, we've talked about this.
How about eyeglass?
Oh yeah, let's see how that worked out for Google. See how well that worked out for Google.
I will say this much. Tony, you and I are absolutely both against an Apple TV, so we'll just leave it at that.
All right, cool.
Still think it's a terrible idea. Though every single time a new rumor pops up, and I keep thinking like, I'm just gonna bang my head against the wall here in a minute if this really does happen. This is getting just ridiculous.
So here's the thing: if someone says no, they've worked on an Apple TV before. Yes, of course they have. Everybody's worked on their own TV with their own operating system built into the TV. That's not a new thing. But the fact is, I highly doubt that they are going to release it commercially to consumers to buy. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure they've worked on it. They've also worked on space elevators. That's not going to happen for a while. And done.
I'll just say as much. At the prices that will probably come in at, the way that Apple prices their monitors, the only place they'll sell it is in Dubai. So no one's going to have
space elevators?
No, the price of an Apple TV.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I mean, hell, well, anyway. All right. So Microsoft, they had a couple earnings reports. Guys, did I throw that in the Q&A? Not the Q&A, in the topics? Did I forget to send that link to you? Yes, look at me. I am a terrible, terrible host, just so you guys know. But Microsoft...
We'll edit this out.
No.
People live don't need to see this.
No, I'll happily say that we are having fun, we're enjoying ourselves, and we're doing this live, and we're here just to do it. Anyway, I just sent you guys a link if you want to follow up.
I got it.
Microsoft has published their earnings reports. I guess, as I was reading over this, I wanted to find some kind of fun or something behind it that really says it, but unfortunately, it's pretty cut and dry. I'm just going to read over the numbers for those who really like numbers. So this is for Radford. I'll dedicate this to Radford Castro because I know he loves numbers. The company has made $4.6 billion in net income on $23.38 billion in revenue. Revenue has increased $19.9 billion from the same period last year. Net income decreased slightly from last year, $4.97 billion. Besides that, they made a whole mess of money. But the bigger thing seems to be the deal about the operating system and the possible joining of Windows. Now, Tony, you and I both saw this, and I was like, wait, what? Whoa, what? And this seems pretty significant, and it seems like quite a change from the, I guess, the Ballmer Microsoft idea into what it seems like Nadella taking control of his company and really making a difference here. So what we have is Nadella is pretty much saying that they're planning on streamlining the next version of Windows from 3 operating systems into a single one converged operating system. And pretty much he wants one operating system that covers all screen sizes, the one system to rule them all. Sorry.
Wasn't
Tony, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Okay.
no, that's not what I'm thinking my brow about.
I apologize.
Wasn't Bomber trying to do this? Isn't that why we call it the Xbox One?
Yeah, so the
Isn't-
difference between, I guess, what Ballmer was trying to do and what Nadella wants to do is he wants to have one team work on it and not 3 teams work on it.
Oh, hence also the layoffs and everything. So that kind of
Yes.
works out with that too.
Exactly. You have one
What I
team.
really liked about this announcement too was that it's, I don't know if this is quoted or not, but basically one team with a common architecture, but also the new unified platform will allow the creation of universal Windows apps that will work across all devices running the OS. Now they mentioned and introduced the universal Windows apps at Build 2014, and there's only a few apps in the respective app stores that have taken advantage of this. And it's a shame. I mean, basically, this kind of eliminates the developers that have to work double time. In my understanding of how the application is built, my understanding of how application is built is I have no understanding. But the way that they kind of unveiled it was it's going to be a lot easier than it is right now. You don't have to build two different apps. You kind of build one and it works jointly. Kind of like how it is with an iOS app or an Android app that is built for tablets and phones. Does this mean though that we're gonna have, or I guess now at this point we're speculating, but we've seen mock-ups of the start menu. We've also heard that tablets under a certain size won't have a start menu. In fact, they won't even have a desktop because there's no point in having a desktop. But does this also mean, and do you think, Sean, Andrew, do you think that this will mean the future iterations of the Xbox operating system will run Windows as Windows 8/9/threshold/Xbox experience? I mean, what do you think?
Andrew?
Probably. I mean, you look at the architecture already, it really doesn't need that start menu to begin with, for one, and everything's all through like little tabs and whatnot. You just swipe on through. So, I mean, it's not surprising.
Windows 9.5, yeah, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
You know what? I've been I'm listening to this vision, and I'm thinking about having one team on it. And I'm trying to think of the biggest comparison.
One team, one dream, Sean. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
See, you can do stupid things, and so can I. It's our 200th episode. Who cares?
Andrew, you are amazing. By the way, you learned that one. Hey, you learned that one from me, man. Yeah, right there. All right.
I was the one that said that.
No. The way he backs you up was something I taught him.
Oh. No, I had that before that, so.
No, you learned from me, my friend. You gotta. Anyway.
Just give him the credit now. We'll take it away later.
No. So what I was thinking was, this is almost like them taking the Chrome idea, but doing a better job with it. And considering how he is a cloud guru, cloud guy. He is a cloud guy. Could we be seeing possibly a true integration between online cloud services, online on operating systems, sort of like, because it seems like they're trying to do that now. And don't get me wrong, they've been trying to do this right. I know Google's trying to do it with Chrome. It seems like with Windows 8 and you were able to log in now and go to the other place and log in, that this stuff is kind of working that way right now. But what if they just want to have it really seamless, like the app you download on your phone really is the same app that's on your browser, and it's because it's the same operating system, it's the same program, and they really find a way of making it one instead of kind of making it compatible, but not quite the same experience every single time.
What, like a port?
Not like a port, more like, well, kind of like a port, but you get, it's like saying, because here's the deal, like, and the problem is pretty realistic. Like, you got your phone, the phone has a certain size screen.
Right.
You have your tablet. The tablet has a certain size screen. They both have a diameter, and they work with a certain kind
aspect
of UI.
ratio is different.
Exactly. And then you have your computer screen. It's the exact same thing. Some computer screens now, thanks to Windows 8, have touchscreens. Some do not.
Sure.
So you have this weird situation where there's so many to match. If they can find a way of making it easy so that if I decided to program for one, I inadvertently still program for them all, the same way that WordPress has responsible websites that automatically, the minute you start plugging in data, it will work on a mobile platform, just like it works on a desktop. The responsive ones.
Dynamic change, yeah.
I'm thinking if Microsoft can find a way of pulling that off, they absolutely earned every single bit of my dollar on that next operating system, because that is essentially where they have to go. And with the cloud, and what they're kind of capable of doing now, only really fine tuning it, they could really pull it off and really nail it. And that would be really good for users, just make it a really good experience. Like, of course I'll buy a Windows Phone because it's automatically linked to my thing, and it's automatically linked to this.
I mean, from my point of view, I mean, the whole one operating system, I guess it's also, even if they make it look really, really nice, they're going to have to try so much harder than they have in the past, because people have seen the live tile experience and said, yes, this works great on a tablet. It works great on the Xbox. It works great on the phone. But on a desktop, I don't want it. I just want my desktop. And that's, as much as Nadella has this future idea that they can make this operating system look and feel exactly the same no matter what screen you're on. You have dynamic and responsive websites and everything. People want their desktop. And so Mary Jo Foley has said in the past that she has close sources, obviously, that are familiar with the matter, because it would be stupid if they're not familiar with the matter, that Microsoft is planning to have different SKUs in the future that are particular to enterprise, SKUs that are like I said earlier, that will have the desktop, won't have the desktop, and so it sounds like there's gonna be a bunch of different SKUs, but the overall operating system is gonna be the same. So I don't know. I still think it's a cluster something, but we'll see.
All right.
And let me also state this. Two things. I'll state this two things. I do work as a retail training ambassador for Microsoft. So these are my opinions and my opinions alone, and not reflect off the company, and thusly do not quote as official rhetoric. Second thing, if you have just joined us, we have a giveaway going on right now. Go check it out on our Facebook page, Google Plus page, and YouTube. And pretty much it's very simple. There's a picture, caption it, Photoshop it, do whatever you can, share it, send it back to us, and by the end of the show, we'll have an announcement, a winner.
And, what are we giving away? What are we giving away?
Oh, sorry, yeah, a beta code for Destiny on Xbox.
Good job. That is awesome. And you know what? That is a great way to talk about what few video game news that we have today. And Andrew, why don't you take us away?
Speaking about Destiny, according to...
Hey, dude, this is not that kind of show here. Come on.
Destiny.
Here, man.
It is my Destiny, right? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's
anyways,
Destiny.
so...
Speaking about Destiny.
I just see some sleazy guy in a bar come up to some girl and be like, hey,
Destiny?
You know Destiny?
No. So anyways, Destiny's maintenance period is over, and the game is the beta for PS3 and PS4 is back online a day earlier than expected, according to Bungie's official website. So it's now also available for, as Tony stated earlier, the Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
There it is.
It was sent out earlier today. So
see, it was one of two.
And so the beta will run till July 28th for all players. The game will actually come out September 9th. So come on, hurry up with the captions already.
There you go.
Jumping on to the next topic. I know some of you guys out there are Dragon Age fans. Apparently it's got pushed back to November 18th, a month later compared to the original October 7th release date. In an open letter on the game's website, the executive producer, Mark Dara, God, I feel like I'm butchering names today, said, while this extra few weeks may not seem a lot, I know the game you'll play will be all better for it. So, and then he added, this last bit of time is about polishing the experience we want you to see, ensuring that our open spaces are engaging as possible, strengthening the emotional impact of the hero's choices, and ensuring the experience you get is the best it can be in the platform you choose to play it on, which will be available on PS3, PS4, PC, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. And on the last topic, if you guys are familiar with the Halo franchise and its iconic composer, Marty O'Donnell, he was recently let go from Bungie in May and plan to sue Bungie, which has now been taken care of off to the side and pretty much settled for $95,000. So good for him. And that's pretty much it.
Good for him. There you go. Awesome. Can I say something?
Sure.
Thank you for that, dude. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. So if anyone really, really wants to have some controversy, look up the history of the origin of the word soccer.
Oh, God.
Tony and I had this conversation before the show, and it's a very, very intriguing thing. And this is especially for anyone who wants to call the sport of football soccer. It's a very interesting thing that I had no idea, and it definitely opened my eyes. And I will not speak upon what it is because I know that will upset a lot of people. But it is very, very interesting read. But anyway, besides that, Amazon has decided to launch a new wallet app. Is that true, Tony?
Yeah, essentially what's happened is they actually launched this last week, but nobody really took notice of it until like today. So they're literally calling it Amazon Wallet, and obviously you can find it in the Amazon App Store. You can also find it on Google Play. It's not available on iOS at the moment. And for now, and I want to stress for now, the wallet allows you to store loyalty cards and gift cards, and you can check the balance on certain gift cards. And then if you go to certain, like restaurant chains or like Toys R Us, you can pull up the gift card and it has a little QR code or barcode, and then they can scan it. And their whole mentality is, you don't have to bring your gift cards with you because it's all part of your wallet. And if I'm not mistaken, Sean, you and I talked about this last week with Google Wallet and PayPal pretty much doing the exact same thing. So it's not late to the game because, again, Amazon launched this last week, but no one took notice of it until now. The thing, though, is this is poised to be perfect for mobile payments, but you can't use the app as a mobile payment platform. You can't use Amazon Payments to add your credit card in there. If you open up the app, you will see your Amazon verified credit card you already have on your Amazon file, but you can't do anything with it. You can't go to Starbucks and say, I want to use my Amazon account with the Amazon wallet. You can't do that now. But this is still in beta, and so it's obvious that they're going to allow this in the future. And what's really nice is more and more retailers are starting to kind of come around to this whole thing that people want to scan their phones or use NFC, or actually, some POS systems allow you to log into your PayPal and pay with PayPal, and Amazon's pretty much doing the exact same thing. So if you want to try it out, you, like I said, just search for Amazon Wallet in your Google Play or Amazon App Store, and let us know if you think it's something that you would be more prone to use versus Google Wallet or even PayPal itself. So personally, I'm more prone to use PayPal or Google Wallet because, those are the things that I've been using for many, many years. But, the mobile payment industry is billions of dollars of untapped market, and money is just waiting to be made. So you need to jump on this. And PayPal recently just opened up their kind of like one-to-one payment system in Africa. I think it's Nigeria or Kenya, one of the two within Africa. I'm not sure, but it allows like people to actually use mobile payments to pay for things without having to bring their money with them, which is great. This is brand new to them, and PayPal is doing it, and Amazon needs to jump on something similar to that because they're going to be left to the dust. And we know Google's going to do this. And the last thing I'll say about this, there's so many things. There's so many options out there. And again, it's another cluster thing that we have to deal with as consumers. But as time moves on, it's going to be polished and become a lot better and a lot easier for everyday users like you and me to start using something like this without really having to worry about and thinking about what app to use and what service to use.
Can I throw a little something in there? And this is
Throw a little something in there,
a
Sean.
little bit, but no, it's not really for a comment. In the world of retail, I am constantly getting phone calls from people, companies who are offering me new retail services to allow them to become the new middleman between my credit card taking in for the business I work at, and of course the credit cards banks themselves. In other words, I deal with for a company like WorldPay. Then there'll be another company called SoftBank or something bank who has another credit card machine that they promise to give me a lower rate. Every single time, every year, these folks, they come around and they always have a new machine, and these new machines do something better. And this is why you should sign up for our services. So the reason I bring this up is I am curious on how much the adoption of all these services that are your tap to pay services are truly Starbucks thinking we want to jump ahead, or is it more of the payment company who they've been dealing with, who they deal with billions of dollars, is going around saying, hey, we make billions of dollars together, we help you make money, we help you make money, we got new machines, now allows you to do that, go ahead and sell your customers on it. And now they're just making more money, and Starbucks is like, okay, fine, that's just more way for us to take in money, and this company is just getting new machines and they're keeping themselves updated. So I'm wondering how much of that adoption is from that standpoint, but we don't know. But
if more places adopted it, then more users would start using it. Starbucks officially now uses Square payments. I mean, that's their thing, and Square is no longer just a nerd thing. Like everyday people know what Square is, and it's like little by little, things like that are gonna start happening, and people are like, oh yeah, I can pay with PayPal, sure. Like here's, boom.
My thing is, I wonder if it's not necessarily Starbucks saying, hey, I want to do this, more of Square being smart enough to go to the payments company that Starbucks deal with and says, hey, let's make a deal.
Oh, I don't know. I on that particular deal, I think it's directly with Square. I don't think it's with another payment company.
But Starbucks still only has one machine that they're taking in all the payments, so there has to be one centralized location that's taking all the money. I don't know. I'm just curious about that. And it's just what I was pondering, and I noticed that the machines are always coming up with new and the latest technology, just like our phones always come with the latest technology. And I wonder if that's where the adoption of where these mobile payment systems will come in. Like, that's the reason why we see the slow adoption, because we're waiting for all the payment company machines to get updated to be compatible, and then when these things all start to become compatible, boom, we'll see the adoption really spread.
By the time they become compatible, there's going to be something new. Okay.
Well, if they're making billions of dollars, somebody will get on it. If there's the option of making billions of dollars, somebody will get on it. Anyway, all right. So, Tony, the Amazon Fire Phone. What do we got?
Yeah, so last month the Amazon Fire Phone was officially announced, and it had that kind of weird parallax experience where it has the 4 cameras in the front, and you can kind of turn it. Here's a phone. You can kind of turn it. You can kind of, if you're playing a game, you can see around a corner, or if you're looking at maps, you can see up and look at the different labels and things. It was kind of a cool experience. I have yet to actually try it myself, but it is now available. You can. It's shipping right now, and it's going to arrive on doorsteps on July 24th. Just the same, the exact date that they mentioned that it would be released. Again, this is only for the United States, and it is exclusively on AT&T as a carrier. So if you have no reason to leave your carrier for this, or what have you, take it for what it is. But yeah, if you've been waiting for the Fire Phone, and we actually had a comment on another podcast where we didn't talk about the Fire Phone whatsoever, but he said he wanted the Fire Phone. Like, I thought that was kind of weird. I think you commented on the wrong podcast. But people want the Fire Phone. I was like, okay, cool, great, go get the Fire Phone. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but fine, go be you. Do you, as people would say. What, Sean? What?
Hey,
no?
Go do you, dude. Go do you.
See?
Go do you.
Go do you.
Go do you.
Giveaway.
All right, hang on. I got my hat on. Get my hat on. Gotta get my hat on.
Oh, wow. Look at your hats. Your hat's huge.
Yeah, well, what can you say? Hey,
okay.
Celebration for the 200th anniversary. There it is.
Yeah, well.
Yay! So we are 200 years old. Well, 200 episodes old, and we have a giveaway.
Yeah, we have a giveaway, but we have no comments.
No. No.
Do I need to clear my cache, or are people not wanting the the thing.
No. Well, maybe they don't have Xboxes.
Are we gonna get into this conversation? Here, let me check something.
The damn candle won't blow out.
You broke it.
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
Anyone who
Well, I can't even
have
see
the
anything,
Google-
so it's okay.
have the Google effects on. All right. Hey, I'll keep my party hat on.
Okay, people are retweeting the link, but they're not actually giving any kind of like caption.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make this a special episode. We're going to change the rules on the spot. Why?
Oh man.
Because it gives us one day to get this right. So, Tony, are you still happen to be recording a podcast tomorrow? Is that true?
No, not.
No. Oh, damn it. Really, dude?
Yeah, so I didn't want to bring this up on our day of happiness, but I'm no longer doing Tony's Tech Talk.
Oh, dang it. Really, bro?
Yeah.
All right, well, there goes this funny giveaway. I was going to say we're going to give it away on that day, but there goes that. All right, so if you happen to be watching this show and you saw that picture, you have exactly 1 minute to make a funny caption.
Here's the picture.
Which, by the way, so just...
Oh, we got one.
I see that. All right, we got one. Everybody keep going, All right.
Do it now. Do it now.
We'll hang out here and wait.
We have no Jeopardy music, or is that copywritten?
I think that's copywritten.
The only music I have is music that's not really appropriate for contests, but it'll damn sure add some tension. A little Terminator music for you.
You just have that on file, like, and Terminator.
How did you know? Actually, I do.
You have no reason. Like, you're talking to your boss. Hey, so I'm gonna be in work just a little bit early. Terminator music. Look, is that Terminator? Like, yes.
Yeah, or I use the crickets when I'm out. Say, hey, boss, I'm stuck outside. It's out late at night. I don't know what's going on, and I can't get to work on time. Anyway. All right, so we still have one. All right, so what do you say? What do you guys think? We're gonna wait 3 minutes while these poor folks hang out and watch us talk absolutely about nothing. Do we give the person who decided to make the comment default winner, since he did take the time to do so, and he is watching the show? What are you guys thinking, man? Let me think here. So. That's a good question.
I guess we could wait a little bit longer.
No, man. People got to work tomorrow.
Uh,
All right, this is it. You have 15 seconds, and if not, we are going to announce the winner via email through Facebook or Google Plus directly in the next day, and we won't be able to do it big on the show.
do it now.
Nope, can't do it now. Can't do it. We're gonna have fun, dude. We're gonna do this right. We want to have good participation. People are being.
No, I meant them to do it now. Hurry.
Oh well.
Okay.
Wait, so who are you saying do it now to? To us or to people
talking
to
about
count?
to
To
them.
caption?
All right, so that's it.
Do
We're
the
gonna.
caption.
So this is what we're gonna do, everybody. If you're watching this, we're gonna give 24 hours. You have 24 hours by Wednesday at around, let's say 10-ish o'clock Pacific time. That's like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern time, United States, of course. Then we will go ahead and just give you an email and say, guess what? Congratulations, you are now the winner of an Xbox Destiny code. Share it with your friends, share it with everybody. That way so you can have some fun. And by the way, I've been hearing the game is a blast. Definitely do so. All right, guys, let's go ahead and end this baby right here, and let's go ahead and I'll just give you guys some contact information for us. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. This is the LTG Show. For the podcast, LazyTechGuys.com. Contact information. You can call us at area code 707-722-5299, or you can email us at comments@LazyTechGuys.com. Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. If you look up Lazy Tech Guys, you will find us on those. And for Lazy Tech TV is our YouTube channel. You want to subscribe to that one. Please subscribe to that one because it is an awesome channel. And that's why. Anyway, audibletrial.com/lazy is the URL that we want you to go ahead and use. You go ahead and sign up, get a chance to check out an awesome audiobook service and a free book in the deal. As you stay a member, you actually get free books monthly, and you get discounts on other books. You get to enjoy over 150,000 options, works on everything. It is just a killer service. So audibletrial.com/lazy. Use that URL. Once again, well, actually, real fast, Tony, real fast. If you want people to contact you, LTG Tony, and what is the other ways? Real fast, you like what? Google Plus is your way?
Yeah, Google Plus Tony Hannity.
Got it. Andrew, any way that you want people to reach you, or do you want them to stay as far away from you as possible? Let's get it.
Facebook.com/official Andrew Lee. Hit me up on Twitter. Oh, I almost closed the wrong window. Sorry. So right below.
I'm out.
So
he's out like a
hit me up
boss.
on Twitter.
That'd have been straight boss style.
on X, or you can hit me up on our comments at Lazy Tech Guys. One of us will see. Just address it to me or any one of the guys that you see on here. One of us will answer you.
Sometimes I'll get emails directly to my personal email inbox, like Andrew. Like, wait a minute. How do they confuse Andrew with Tony? Like, it's not
because
even,
we're brothers.
It's not even because it's the same outfits.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna training to them all. Anyway,
I don't know.
Google Plus, Sean Wilburn, SEAN Wilburn, WILBURN. You go ahead and find me there. LTG Sean is an account I use for Twitter, but most important of all, you can find me here, or for the hell of it, my website, SeanWilburn.com. New music coming out, new album. Oh, August 15th release date, by the way. Very excited.
Ooh, 15th.
Yes, 15th of August. It's pretty big. Well, not that it's pretty big, but it's pretty cool. And hopefully, me and VJ will be able to meet up next week, and music video will be coming very soon. Anyway.
Oh, how cute.
Oh, I know.
Man.
I know. It's so adorable.
Thanks, Bruce.
And with that, we are absolutely out of here. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next week with some more tech talk. And, guys, have an absolutely great evening, afternoons, and mornings. Bye.
Peace.